How you doing, everybody? How you doing? Boffo the Bear here. It is Tuesday, April 28th, 2020. And what a great day it is. Everyone is in lockdown.
Hey, it's Danny from Antique.
What? In lockdown, it feels like it's month 2000 of that. But we're here like we are every day at 6 p.m. live on Facebook. If you missed the show live, you can always catch us on the YouTube channel. Just look up Boffo the Bear on YouTube. We got a great show, maybe today. Tomorrow, we have Brad Sherwood. On Friday, we've got Big Shot Game Show. Anyone that is a subscriber, which is free to the YouTube channel, for the Boffo the Bear YouTube channel, is eligible to be a contestant. We pick 3 people at random, and they'll be playing for big prizes on Friday, the Big Shot Trivia Game. All of this, of course, brought to you by the good folks at White Claw. When a Blue Claw drinks a White Claw, it's a clawy good time. All right, that's not their actual copy. They were supposed to send me something, and it never came through, so I made that up. You know what? If you're looking to impress college girls, White Claw. It's delicious, low carbs, and makes you feel good. Speaking of making you feel good, that's what we do here every day at 6 p.m., and we try and bring you interesting things. Yesterday, we had a big UFO show. We had some people calling in that had UFO experiences. Today, we have an actor. At least that's what his IMDb page says. This, to be perfectly transparent with you, typically I'm involved in all the bookings. Today, our guest is someone that Colita, the producer, wanted to have on the program. I'm not going to say that I didn't want to have him on the program, but just because I'm not going to say it doesn't mean it's not true. But you know what? It's going to be a fun time anyway. He's an actor. You've heard him and seen him in many, many things. And now you're going to see him right here on the Boffo the Bear Show. Please welcome to the program, Ken Hudson Campbell. Ken, welcome to the Boffo Show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Boffo. I am so happy to be here in Colita. I have you to thank for my presence here today.
Yeah, you do. So people probably know you from your various on-camera roles. You've been in a lot of films. Armageddon. What was the one with the submarine?
That was Down Periscope, Buff.
Right. Not to be confused with Dom Perignon. This is Down Periscope.
Yeah.
But
right.
Other people may not know is that you're a voice actor, and you portray different characters in animated programs. Now, as I was looking at your IMDb, seems to me, and you correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of your roles, you're playing bears.
Well, it's true, Bob. I've had the good fortune of being the voice of many things, and for a while, I went by the moniker, so to speak. I was the voice of stuff that talks that shouldn't talk.
Right, like food and bears. Talk.
Babies.
I see.
Babies. I was, my gosh, I've done a lot of talking stomach, talking shopping cart, talking heat pump, talking, the list goes on and on.
Why would a heat pump have a desire to talk or a need to speak? A heat pump. I don't get it. What we need is a heat pump.
It was a heat pump versus the furnace, the old fashioned furnace. And, I was the younger heat pump, like, hey, how's it going? And Eddie Barth, rest in peace, he was the old furnace. And he was like, hey, heat pump. And so, we embodied those characters.
Wow.
It's, it was a little bit of soul searching to get into character.
Yeah. Some of the jobs I'm actually was thinking of, I mean, I've seen your work many times where you portray a bear. In fact, in this commercial. Check this out.
Yeah, I'm very fond of this. Yes.
Yeah. Well, maybe you might be fond
California
of it.
State Bear here. Love my Golden State. That's why I drive this Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid, so I can drive in the coveted HOV lane by myself.
Love me some HOV.
With Pacifica's 84 MPGe, we help the planet ride like the wind.
Yeah. It's a great car.
Like a majestic
So, I mean, I don't want to get negative here, but I was up for that spot as well.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah, and for you to do it, to just do the voice for that bear, it's sort of like cultural appropriation, don't you think?
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to say they try and cast among, and try and make it correct and find the appropriate type of person to represent that. But most of the time, it's a question of talent. And if that, they can't find a talented enough person to fulfill that role, they got to go with the talent, and then they can fix it all the rest in post.
Yeah. So you're saying that you, Ken Hudson Campbell, more or less a human-looking thing, is more authentically bear than myself. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, well, maybe I just had the correct talents for that specific role. I mean, hey, Boffo, you're an anomaly. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there who can be talking bears, but you're really a bear. You're doing the real thing, man. I mean, all of us are looking up to you at this point. There's no question about that.
Oh, I feel the respect. Ken. I really felt the respect when I went and saw this movie.
Meet the Wonder Park team. Boomer, the ride tester.
I'm more of a 2 feet on the ground kind of guy.
Yeah.
Nice birdie. No.
Okay.
No.
Wonder
that's
Park
hilarious.
in theaters March.
Yeah. So you do the heady stuff and you do the physical comedy, like the Buster Keaton stuff. It's over.
Oh, that is just a joy. Buster Keaton, yes, that guy. I think that the Boomer was so relatable to people, and who doesn't love a big blue, Chicago talking, hey, these and thems and those, right? I think it's the authenticity that I'm able to bring, and I think that is what touches people all over the world.
Clearly, yeah, it's the authenticity. That's the perfect word. Because if someone were to tune into this program right now and they would look at me on one side and you on the other, and I would say to them, which one of these guys is a blue animated bear? They would point to you, is what you're telling me.
Oh, well, maybe in this venue, but, in a major motion picture for Paramount, they're not going to trust a role like that to just any animal that can get over the fence.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, clearly you must have done a good job because the movie was very popular and people bought cars. So I don't.
Picture it was in Nickelodeon, and really, we did 40 episodes of a television program that we're all anxiously awaiting, and that is really going to be a treat to see the youth of America enveloped by the characters of Wonder Park. And I believe, don't you have a picture of one of those, because they had the stuffed likenesses of the animals. I believe you have a picture of one of the youngsters there. Do we set that up, or do we not have that?
I'm not going to show it. I have it, but I'm not going to show it. It was an adorable kid sitting on a luggage spinning thing, holding a big blue stuffed bear. It was adorable. Yeah.
It just is nice when it hits home and you see your effect on the youth of America. It's a sweet thing, and it's just the way that America has reached out and
what is what is that thing on your finger?
Oh, this is really nice. This is the Chicago Cubs gave me this when they won the World Series. I got a championship ring there. It's it's a bear thing.
Were you on the team? Were you on? I didn't see you. I'm a Chicago fan.
I actually did do a voiceover for the division championship with the Los Angeles Dodgers, where I was the voice of a building. I was Wrigley Field. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. I got that ring there, Boffo.
I see it. You know what? Why don't you and Joe Montana just get married? You can go get married. You can have a little hut in center field. You could live there in peace and harmony and take turns throwing out the first pitch every other day. That would be fantastic.
Have you been to the beef stand? It's delicious. It's out of business now. I'll be right back, Boffo. I got to get another glass of water.
All right. Unbelievable, this guy. Unbelievable. Stealing my life. What the hell? He's wearing his underwear. Hey, everybody. Kenny's wearing underwear and a suit and a tie from a 1984 commercial he was cast in, I'm sure. Oh, I don't know why we have him here, Colita.
Where is Colita? I've been wanting to see Colita.
Yeah.
Or at least here.
She's working right. Yeah, I see it. I see it. I also see Pat Brady in the chat room. I can't believe there's nothing you'd rather be doing right now, Pat, than watching this. Again, if only Pat were on the phone, I could say, Pat, look at the screen. Who is a more believable blue animated bear? Me or the guy that looks like Doc Holliday from a Gunsmoke reunion?
Well, you know what, Boffo, you bring up a good point because, between you and I have anonymity. You don't have that. When I go home, I just turn out the microphone and walk out of the booth. But you got to walk around looking like that all day. And frankly, I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. I'm going to pretend that it is and try and be a magnanimous host because, it's not like this is the first time we've met. I've seen you over the years at many. We go to these auditions together. Run into.
You still audition?
Yes, I still have to audition.
Oh, I have to. I love auditioning. I missed so much. And the other day I had one here, and it was just so great. I just miss it so much.
Yeah, well, it misses you, Ken. I mean, I'm sure every time Hollywood needs a bear, you're the first call they make. Have you ever even seen a live bear, like in the woods?
No, but we did do an Adventure Park episode where real bears came to the park, and he was really scared because he's a cartoon bear. Maybe we should go look at what he looks like. Hold on.
You got a problem with cartoon bears? I swear to God, Colita.
Well,
give me a yes.
Here, they gave me this for the premiere, but can you see the?
Yeah, I can see it. It's the logo on the back.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they make animals with the likeness of the bear, and it's like a lifetime experience. You just gosh, What more can I say?
I'm so happy for you. You know what? Let's play a fun game. Let's take the protective coating off the stuffed bear and put it on you. And just tie it real tight.
That's two jokes. Because for one, you don't do that because it's a keepsake and it loses its value if you take it off its plastic. And two, suffocate. You can suffocate.
Right. That wouldn't be too viral, would it, Age? Oh, okay. Listen. You know what? I'm not going to begrudge you for basically stealing my livelihood every opportunity because I think
I don't think you are. I mean, or I can.
Okay, yeah, we can see it. We can see the initials, Ken. We also saw your squirrely little white legs and your underpants when you were walking around before. Yeah, everybody saw. I wasn't going to tell you, but now you know.
Okay, it's getting warm. It's quarantine.
Yeah, you know why it's warm? You're wearing a 20-ply towel that's shaped like a robe around you. Where's the Boomer tattoo? If you take off your shirt, is there a big blue bear, like a little tramp stamp? Top of your butt crack? Hey, it's Boomer. Back up. Boomer's about to light one. Think of the options.
All right.
I can't be, you know what? We all have to pull together. I cannot be angry and pissy forever. You know, good luck. I got plenty, you know, you're on Nickelodeon. I'm here, you know, basically in the pocket of several kids as they sit somewhere else watching something else.
Now, Boffo, I'm the one. I was egging you on. I mean, come on. I mean, this thing doesn't even fit me. I mean, it is a gift from Paramount for being in a major motion picture, but they always send me like an extra large, and I need a couple of X's, an L, and a T. But, you know, this isn't a real, come on. I was BSing you. That's not a real Cubs ring. It says right in there, made in Hunan. It's right. It's in there.
Well, it sparkles like the real thing. What a day that was.
Well, Boffo, just say you've got this platform. You're an influencer. I mean, you speak the truth. You talk about things that matter. And I watched you yesterday, and you were talking about UFOs, and you were talking about deep stuff. You were talking, like you say, I'm a voice actor. What do?
Actually, I said,
and then they pay me thousands of dollars. You have a talent. You have an ability to communicate with people and use your mind. And I'm sorry, but I envy you. I'm blue with envy for you, Boffo.
And I didn't say you were a voice actor. I said you were just a voice actor. But let's just put that behind us. Because there's a guy that, another guy who irritates me, who's booking my jobs, who I think has shafted you too, Smokey.
Oh, well, you know, it depends on which Smokey you're talking about. I mean, you know, it's like Lassie. There's 11 of them going all the way back. But the original Smokey, I think that was a silent Smokey. Was he even a talkie?
Couldn't even talk. He was a model. I was at that audition. He was a model. We're sitting around. It's me, him, a bunch of guys like you, and we go in, and it was. I mean, this is back in the 50s, and they say, "Take off your shirt." I'm like, "Hey, I don't know what kind of gig this is, but you know,
different time,
a lot of extra." And this guy comes in. He was a model. He was a bare hand model. And he couldn't even talk. And they picked him because he walked in. He wasn't wearing a shirt. He just had the red suspenders and those really uber tight pants. Boom, he books the gig. 60 years later, you know, it's still his thing, Smokey Bear.
Who walks around with suspenders like that?
Exactly. Where's the authenticity? To go back to the topic that you were butchering before. Where is the Bear authenticity? I don't wear red suspenders. Am I a clown? Give me a wine barrel and some red suspenders, and I'll go save a buckaroo somewhere. He's a joke.
Well, I do gotta ask because you know we help each other out and stuff. Where'd you get the rug made? Because I'm in a little need, as you can tell. And is that a Renata piece? I think Renata made that for you. It is beautiful.
This is my real hair, Ken. All of it. Got it? Got it? Okay. So, what other acting jobs are you doing, Ken?
Oh. Hey, you know what I'm doing is I'm sitting here. I'm locked down like everybody else with this COVID. And the one thing is I've been doing stuff like this, like with you. There's a talking wombat that does a thing out of Australia. It's a fun show. It's a little different, hard to understand. And you run around a lot. You can't really hear what they're saying, but it's really fun. And that one pays. And there's a couple of talking squirrels in Great Britain called Mo and Larry, and they just keep running out of Shemps and Curlies. They just keep the two, and they are funny because they're smart. You know, they're like you. British comedy is smart and it's subtle. They're the most subtle talking squirrel comics that I think are around today. I mean, you could argue.
To survive as we do in the wilderness, in the woods, in the jungle, wherever, squirrels, every car in America has their number, running them over. And there's lots of problems squirrels have, much like bears in the wild. You got to survive. And if you can survive on your wits, you're much smarter than, say, a typical human being who just has everything handed to him because of the way his voice sounds or whatever. It's a higher functioning, I guess, is what I'm saying. Not that it's good or bad. I'm not here to judge. But
Well, we all know that squirrels hide their nuts, and they are good at keeping stuff for the winter. And the grasshopper and the squirrel, we all know that story. We were told as kids that the grasshopper ate all his nuts right away, and the squirrel saved his nuts and lived and ate the grasshopper.
Right. Well, also, though, that's a good story, but you ever actually hung out with squirrels? I had to do a road trip from Albuquerque to Austin, Texas, with 2 squirrels and me, and it was a packed, it was a Ford Fiesta. This is back in the day, and they did not shut up the entire time. Just chattering nonsense about the nuts. You're nowhere near your nuts. Just drive.
Oh. They definitely have the gift of gab.
Speaking of, I think it's time for you to earn your keep. One of our sponsors, Ken, is called Scandi Candy. It is Scandinavian candy imported from Scandinavia. And this company, Scandi Candy, brings it here to America to distribute it to joyful and thankful people, both Scandinavian and otherwise, who enjoy authentic Scandinavian candy. You're from Chicago, you said. Is there a food in Chicago that you can't get here in Los Angeles that drives you crazy?
Oh, that's easy, Boffo. That's the Italian beef sandwich.
Oh, right. We had a guy named Eric Boardman, big foodie, on the show a couple weeks ago.
He's a big foodie.
Oh, it was like he was reading Robert Frost poetry. My tears were flowing and my stomach was grumbling at the same time. It was amazing. The beef sandwich. Okay, so this, as beef sandwich is to Ken Hudson Campbell, pretentious using the middle name, Scandi Candy is to Americans who enjoy candy. You understand?
You're so entertaining, Boffo, that I kind of lost what do you want me to say? Scandi Candy is. I missed it.
I'm going to give you. I have a full screen image of the candy I'm going to put up, and you're going to do the voiceover since you're such a big voiceover guy. I don't know if you're talking about candy, whatever. 30 seconds. I'm not going to time you. You're a pro. You should know. A nice, good quality commercial for the good folks at Scandi Candy. Are you ready?
Sure.
I'll count you in
right.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's get some of the Scandi Candy. It's from Scandinavia. It's Scandinavian, and it's candy. Look at it. What, do you think they have Kex? Sure they have Kex. It's Scandi Candy. How could you have Scandi Candy and I have Kex? Now, I love Scandi Candy. It's all different kinds of colors. It's wrapped up. It's beautiful. And those dots, the dots on the paper. Scandi Candy.
What was that? How was my time on that? I want to know.
You were 29.8. That was perfect. You know what? You're a good guy, Ken. I take back everything I've thought, read, and written about you. You did a good job. That was very funny. And,
well, you're impeccable, and Boffo, you entertain me. You know what, Boffo? You're a delight.
You're right. I am a delight. You know what? So many people aren't. You bump into people on the street, they growl at you. People are cranky and irritable.
Yeah.
I'm friggin' delight.
Colita is a delight.
Colita is a delight. She's so thrilled that you're on the show. All right, you know what? You were right, Colita. He's a good egg. He just did a good job with the Scandy Candy.
I knew he would.
Thank you, Colita. You want to take some phone calls from your fan, or you want to keep talking?
Oh, we didn't talk about. We need to talk about the beautiful, the great, the. No, we'll take a call from one of your fans. Let's do that.
No, you have something else you want to talk about?
No, we'll just Well, the cameos. That's what I've been. You asked me about what I'm doing, and we never got around to the fact that I'm doing cameos. So you can go to that website, look up my name, and you can hire me. Like in that, and I'll do like a birthday greeting. I'll do whatever. I'll do it like Home Alone Santa. I give out the Tic Tacs. I do the whole thing. It's a beautiful thing. The people love it, and it's
Tic Tacs over. How do you give out Tic Tacs over the internet? Are you a wizard? Can you transport?
You hold out your little paw there, and then I tap them in their hand like this. It's just pretend,
Oh, all right.
But anyway, Cameo. I thought, what is this? Is this a way for me to, aren't I in a union for some reason? And I'm supposed to get paid a certain rate. And a friend said to me, no, this is like Comic-Con on your phone. You get to reach out to your fans, and it's really sweet. And especially during the quarantine, it's really been a nice thing. I wish some people some happy birthdays when kids have their birthday in a quarantine, they're not having fun. And my son's back in school from school. He doesn't want to be here. So kids are been upset, and they're out of their schools, just like everybody's out of their jobs. So this at least brings some joy into people's life. So I dropped my price a little bit. The guy, in that cartoon or the commercial we saw with the talking bear, the talking turtle with Fred Stoller. You can get a cameo from Fred Stoller. Look him up. $5. $5 for a cameo from Fred Stoller. That's me promoting him.
You pay. He pays you, or you pay him?
Yes, he pays me handsomely.
Okay.
Nothing there. But we are doing a special for Mother's Day, and they give money to the charity. It's not a bad thing. It's pretty good.
And so, have you actually? You say you make connections with your fans. Have you actually connected with a person who you otherwise wouldn't not have met?
Oh God, no. No, there's a steel curtain between us and them.
Right.
No, and there's all kinds of security in place. Reach out to a limit.
Right. I'll be personable and genuine to a point. But I'm not going to kill myself.
Exactly. But you should do it, Boffo. People would love to get them from you. And yeah, I think I should set you up, and then I would get a commission too. I could get a commission off of you. See, Boffo, this is what we can do. I can make money off of you. This is it. I'll bring you to Cameo. Come along.
Oh, wow. You'll be officially making money off of me this time, instead of just taking money from jobs that legally and heritage-wise I should have had in the past. But I buried that hatchet. Not angry anymore. In fact, let's take.
Can you say bury the hatchet anymore? Is that appropriate? Can you say that?
You know what? That's a good point. The hatchet people get all pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
The cremation, the Neptune Society's angry if you're burying anything.
Yeah. Be careful what you say there. But I think you would be great on Cameo.
Well, you know what? If anyone wants a cameo from me, give us a call. 323-9000-911. 323-9000-911. You can ask a question of Ken Hudson Campbell.
So you said you had a bunch of my fans on there?
Let's find out. Let's see if the phones light up.
They should.
Typically, when I ask for a phone call, we get 10 or 15 right away. So we'll see what happens here. It's like waiting for the governor to come and give you a reprieve. So do you have any projects lined up for when this thing thankfully ends?
Well, like I said, we finished the Wonder Park series, so we're done with that. And then I've been lately auditioning for. So the answer is no, Boffo. It's a good time for the quarantine for me. It's well timed.
All things considered, you seem very calm and collected and cool and not disrupted, which is good. I hate to see people in distress, and I hope that's one of the. That's why we're doing this program, is to bring a little mirth and madness and whatever you represent to people every day, and lighten the loads a little bit. It's nothing profound. We're not coming up with the virus cure. We're not.
We're not.
You with Lysol. We're not doing any of that stuff.
No,
we're just
neither nor.
Right, trying to entertain people, which you have done today thoroughly, Ken Hudson Campbell. Believe me, when this show started, I didn't even want to do the show. Colita basically strong-armed me into having you on as a guest, and you proved to be quite engaging and humorous. So now I say, you know what? If we're up for the same gig and it can't be me, gesund. I hope it's you.
And I as well. I return that. I as well.
All right, folks. Our time is up at 6:30. Kenny, thanks so much for being on the program.
That's already a half. Wow, that was great. Thank you so much, Boffo and Colita. You guys are the best.
I will tell her you said so. Kenny Hudson Campbell says, you're the best, Colita.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yeah, she says, thank you, Kenny. All right, that's Ken Hudson Campbell. Catch him on Cameo. Catch him on Wonder Park on Nickelodeon, or feature film. It's a good movie to rent if you're stuck, right? Big special effects. Now, were you frightened when you were up on that roller coaster?
Yeah, because I'm a method actor, so and I'm scared of heights. So it really worked easily for me, and I have a sleeping disorder.
That is Ken Hudson Campbell, everybody. Ken Hudson Campbell, thank you. You were delightful. That's our show for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We got another show tomorrow. Brad Sherwood from Whose Line Is It Anyway? And the Colin and Brad live touring improv show is going to be here on the program. Thursday is going to be a big surprise. Maybe we'll just take phone calls. And Friday, of course, is our big shot game, a live trivia game played worldwide with 3 lucky contestants. All 3 of those contestants have to be subscribers to our YouTube site. It's free to subscribe. It's just the database. Then we can find you and communicate with you, have you on the program. That's Friday. It's just a nonstop barrage of fun. It's like living inside a carny or a carnival. I think living inside a carny would be better because there'd be plenty of light getting in through the mouth. That one was just for me.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Colita says subscribe on YouTube. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you being here. I'm Boffo the Bear. Until next time, you gotta love me.